I just got the alert.
You got the alert?
Yeah. Yeah, on YouTube.
I'm in there.
Got the email.
I'm starting live now. Live event is going live now. We're live.
Listen,
because he wanted to meet Tom Brady.
we
like, what is that about?
We already said that Tom Brady is the greatest accomplished quarterback in the league, but he is not the GOAT of this NFL. He is not. Point blank, he's not. Like, I'm not taking my stand back on that one. He's not the GOAT of this conversation.
I agree with that. But, you know, the way you said it, it was almost like, you know, you was just discrediting Tom Brady.
I will never discredit Tom Brady. He is the greatest accomplished quarterback in the NFL. He is the greatest accomplished quarterback. But as far as him being the greatest of all time right now in this day and age, no, it's
only because of the rings.
Aaron Rodgers.
When you take the rings out the picture, it's strictly Aaron Rodgers. Did we lose the caller?
Probably.
I don't know.
We lost the caller.
He probably hung up because we took a shit on the Cowboys.
But wait, did you hear what he was saying, TG?
No, we couldn't hear.
Oh man.
Yeah, man. I don't know.
It's okay. We'll watch the stream, and we'll listen to it then.
So now, for the NBA debate topic, we have the All-Star game rules change, gentlemen. So with this, we have no more East versus West. We have team captains from I believe, the East and the West, and from there they select their own team and create their own squad, comprised of different conferences. Where do you think this is going?
Like I said, I just hope it's better.
It's going to be better. It's definitely going to be better because now just the players that we're going to get to see, team up. And the fact that they get to pick them, it's going to add drama. And, I mean, I'm already ready to watch the All-Star. I'm ready. I want to see who LeBron and KD going to pick. Or what if LeBron and Steph Curry is captains? And you telling me LeBron could pick KD?
That shit going to be dope. That shit gonna be dope, son.
That would be crazy.
It's gonna be like you watching a.
That's what I'm saying. Like
pickup, son. I like
just to see the teams. And I wonder if is it still gonna be East and West, or is it just gonna be a pool of players? Just the All Stars. So now you just got All Stars versus All Stars.
All right, I'm gonna go left.
Sure.
I'm gonna go left. They shouldn't change it. They should keep it the way it is. Because this is the way most players get recognized to be all-stars. And when you look at a player, say, like Isaiah Thomas, with a format like this, granted, he was balling, but I don't think he would be selected for an all-star team.
Yeah, but he still would make
format?
Yeah, but just because they're drafting the team doesn't mean it's going to change how they pick the all-stars. So that's why I was asking. I don't know if it's still going to be East versus West. Because if it's still the same amount of players, so now you're just saying you're just having a draft. Just like, remember when they did it with the Pro Bowl? And they had Jerry Rice and Dion, and they drafted their team. Well, nobody watches the Pro Bowl. This is basketball. And at the end of the day, the stars run basketball.
I still think they should keep it the way it was.
Like
fan selection.
But listen to what I just said. Like, we're not even talking about the game. We want to see who's gonna pick who. Just like you said on the last episode, you were saying like you want to see who's gonna be the last guy. Like who's gonna be that last guy, and it's like, all right, well, you on that team and you on that team.
No, you're right.
And then think about all of the memes, the social media. So for the NBA, it's great for the millennials and the amount of attention it's gonna get. I've been to a couple All-Star games, like personal. You know, I went to the one in Vegas. You know, I've been to the one in New York and in Baltimore and in Philly. So the All-Star game is good, like for kids and everybody. So I think this is gonna be big for them.
But I think the
gotta
fan
draw it for
selection
you.
was key because, you know, certain players, like say last year when Zaza had all those fan votes, he had, I think, the whole country of Jordan vote for him. It's just that I think the fan selection process is that, you know, give the people what they want. Basically, the fans should be able to have an input in this as well. You know, certain players who probably won't get recognition, it is show in this format because when you have team captains, they're going to try to build the best team. They're not trying to get put players in there because they're trying to fit. But
they're still in there.
Not if they're picking. So if you're picking a squad right now and you have the option to choose between Kyrie, Chris Paul, Steph Curry, and Isaiah Thomas, those are your guards. Just saying hypothetically.
Yeah, he's gonna get picked last, but he's still an All-Star.
I'm saying, what is
the difference when you see the guy who gets in with the least amount of votes? I mean, what's the difference? Like, oh, nigga, you only got 500,000 and I had 2 million. What is the difference?
The difference is it's not a man-made process. You could simply choose, be like, yeah, I'm not choosing him because he's not good enough for my team with the type of offense we're trying to run. Because remember, they're drafting a team.
It's for one game. Like, what offense are you trying to run? It's literally a pickup game with the All-Stars of that season.
With the All-Star,
and it's a game that don't even get.
Wait, that's the thing. They're picking the players. There's no more All-Stars.
Oh my God!
Once they get this is how I'm trying to say. So right now, I'm a team captain.
They're drafting the team. They're not picking the All-Stars.
Yeah, the All-Stars.
It's still going to be the votes. So when they pick 3 guards and 3 forwards or however many, what is it, 12? So if they have 24 players, there's going to be a captain. There's going to be whatever, Steph Curry and LeBron James. Steph Curry, you have the first pick. And there's 22 All-Stars to pick from. That's what it's going to be.
So they're going to still keep the All-Star vote. So, all right, I get it. So when they do it like that, it makes more sense. Because I thought it was just going to be the whole NBA and you just pick. And I'm like, no, that's going to take away from the overall integrity of it.
Yeah,
they ain't changing it that much now. That's stupid.
That wouldn't make any sense because, like you said, it would be all just be their friends.
Yeah,
but
facts.
Yeah, I mean that's why I think it's gonna work because now it's, it was always like we knew. All right, it's gonna be like the East is not gonna beat the West. Like it's gonna be LeBron, DeRozan, Howard. Kyrie, like this is the same. It's like it's almost the same teams, but now just the intrigue of players. Yeah, LeBron and Harden on the same team.
Yeah. Listen, this the fun fact. The West won the last couple games over the last 3 years, I think. So,
the West
been MVP. Yeah, he been balling.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
it's gonna be interesting.
Shout out to Fruities. Shout out to Fruities. They are the best candy in the world.
I see you over here doing these promotions, man. Are they cutting the check?
Listen.
Because I don't want to put that on the screen unless they cutting the check for the pod.
Yeah.
Listen,
I'm saying?
I'm just saying.
How is this benefiting the pod? Fruities,
I'm
Munchies.
Hungry, man. Yeah, the Munchies is kicking in now.
That's why LeBron is good.
Man.
I'm just saying, man.
I don't deny that. LeBron is cool. I don't deny that.
You feel me?
He's just as good as hell, though. I'll tell you that much.
Can we get a round table agreeal on that? LeBron is GOAT?
Well, definitely.
I guess so.
I guess so.
Couple more years.
I think his GOATness is there now. What more else does he have to prove?
Now.
You mean his career?
Yeah, just overall.
Oh yeah, no, definitely.
Go career. It's all right. It's cool.
Yeah, he top
what do you
3
mean?
all time.
It's cool. Mac kind of upset now. He don't like him. Mac don't.
So
like
wait, who
him.
you got in that top 3 then,
I'm not
TG? So wait, yeah, Mac, I want to know what you mean by all right, and I want to know who you got in your top 3 because I thought he was like, numero uno.
LeBron's in my top 5, man. LeBron's in my top 5. He's in my top 5.
He's not done playing.
He's number for me.
That's what puts him there at number 1 because his ceiling is still there. He's still got a lot more to go.
Yeah, I mean, as far as basketball, I mean, he's definitely my favorite player.
He's very talented. Very talented. A great player. He shows he can get the job done.
Wait, y'all got these butts, but y'all not. So wait, y'all don't want me to take a Chewbacca shit, or y'all want?
No, it's definitely LeBron. Jordan. I mean, it all depends because how you look at top 5. Because if we just talking about pure basketball, it's got to be LeBron, Jordan,
Bill Russell.
No.
Okay.
No. Come on,
No.
man. Listen to
Not
you.
Bill
Go
Russell?
somewhere with
I
yourself.
thought we was talking.
No.
I'm just saying.
No, Max,
Bill
speak
Russell
your
is
piece,
great.
man.
No.
I thought Bill Russell is great.
Bill Russell is great.
I'm
But
trying to see
Bill
how
Russell,
much-
when Bill Russell played,
like
when
10
Bill Russell
teams.
played, there might have been 11 teams in the league. Exactly. And he was on the best team. Like, come on.
man.
His era, man. But everybody's a goat of their era because at the end, real shit.
That's the thing. That's why it's hard to. There is no right or wrong answer because
It's like look, with LeBron.
me
he's done
growing up, I
transcendent
watched
eras.
Shaq. Shaq is the most dominant player I've ever seen.
But he's not the GOAT.
Word.
No, but he's
of sinners.
he's the most dominant. Exactly. Yes. That I ever watched.
Of the sinners.
But greatest of
Unstoppable.
all time. No, our conversation is the greatest of all time. His dominance is
He's
never
up there.
questioned.
I can't give
Shaq
LeBron
is
James that greatest of all time.
No, he can't.
I can't give
Who,
LeBron
Shaq
James
can't be
greatest
up
of all
there?
time.
No. Greatest of all time. You crazy for what?
What the hell you mean
Okay.
for what?
Like,
Damn.
Shaq was the most dominant center ever.
Yes,
Like
the most dominant center ever. I
In the
can give you
modern
that.
era.
yeah. Like,
So,
how can you not give it to him?
But to say he's the
Yeah.
greatest of all time, no. Shaq
Oh well,
So-
no. I mean, he's never gonna be. He's not top 1, 2, or 3, but he's in the conversation.
no,
If you
he's
had to
in the
build,
conversation.
all right, if you was building a top 5 and you had to pick by position and you had to pick a center, he might be,
Shaq is
the
only
most picked
one.
center in most people's eyes. I don't know. There's a lot of people that grew up and watched Wilt Chamberlain. There's people who watch Hakeem Olajuwon, but like I saw Shaq.
I'll still go for Shaq, dude. I'll
Shaq.
go for Shaq over Hakeem.
I'll take Dwight Howard over Shaq, man. Y'all bugging.
Now, you know what?
What
You know
the-
what? I'll take that back. I'll take Elijah
Listen.
over Shaq.
Nah, wait.
I'll take Elijah over
Dwight
Shaq.
Howard. Dwight Howard, they the
It's
same
hot.
size. Dwight Howard is a better build of Shaq. Dwight Howard just is not a
Just
team
hot.
player
Yo.
like
I don't
Shaq.
know, dude. I
And the
don't
only
know about
thing
that.
is, if Dwight Howard was in a system like Shaq, he would have had rings too. He's just trying to get his money.
Dwight Howard
He's
is
trying to get his
nowhere
money.
near Shaq.
Bro. He's nowhere near
Pip is
Shaq,
hot.
bro.
What?
As far as what dominance
Yo,
or stat sheet?
As far as
Yo,
basketball,
dude.
skill.
Shaq had better feet movement than
What do you
Dwight.
mean?
had a
Dwight
good
Howard, the
move,
double machine.
Shaq-
What are you guys talking about? Are you guys
Shaq-
high?
What does that mean?
Shaq had a good.
He's a
Shaq had
double
good move,
machine.
Okay.
Yo,
Kevin
Dwight
Love was a
Howard
double
took the
double
bum-ass
machine.
Magics to the finals. What are you guys talking about?
Listen, I'm not saying
Shaq did that.
he's
too.
not good, but he's
Bruh,
nowhere
no, Shaq
near
had
the level.
Penny. What are you talking about? He didn't do that by himself.
Oh,
Come on,
God.
bruh. Y'all over here like y'all,
Dwight ain't
y'all
do it by himself.
bugging
He
like
had-
Dwight ain't good.
Okay. I
didn't do
never
it
said
by
he wasn't
himself.
good, but
He had
you're talking like he's gonna make the Hall of Fame. Like he's not even on the radar.
He hasn't because he doesn't have the accolades.
not.
If you strip the accolades from Shaq, they're the same player. If not, Dwight's better.
Wow. Okay. Dwight Howard might have 3 basketball moves,
Same thing
He
with
ain't got
Shaq.
none.
and that's
Same
including
thing
the
with
alley.
Shaq. Hey, wait, Shaq that back
are you
down. He
kidding
can't even
me?
do that. That's out of the game. You can't even
Dude.
back someone down like that no more in this
Oh
current
my
day NBA.
God.
You can't.
Yeah,
Shaq wouldn't survive.
Oh my God. And Dwight Howard
making my points though.
And Dwight Howard would have been doing work with Shaq. Shaq would have been destroying him.
The double machine, alley ooping. Shaq wasn't alley ooping. Shaq could barely jump.
Yes, he was.
He wasn't alley ooping. He still was averaging 27.
Right, because he was, like you said, he was dominant. And Dwight Howard, when Dwight Howard was on his upside, he was averaging 20 plus a game.
God.
2020.
Yo,
2020. Hold up, wait.
Okay.
Am I saying anything? 2020.
No, okay.
Like, come on.
1 year, great. Whoop-de-doo.
Dwight got a ring.
21 years.
He's still.
It ain't even about the ring. Shaq was more dominant.
But does
in the paint as a center.
But you gotta understand,
Shaq ain't never been dunked on.
But Dwight can't display that type of dominance in this type of NBA because they want to run small ball.
My God.
So
They wasn't running small ball when Dwight was doing 2020. Oh, 2020. So what are you talking about? The game just changed in the last 5 years.
You're right. And
like if you're gonna say that, then we can't have any conversation about any basketball player because the game is always changing. And so we could say when Shaq came in the league, the game was totally different. And he might have dominated for 10 years.
No, he didn't.
He came in, he was playing when there was
Shaq
great centers. He was going against
4 years.
He was going against David Robinson. He was going against Arvinas Sabonis, Rick Smits. He was going against Olajuwon. Bro, Patrick Ewing. Like, who was Dwight Howard going against? Kendrick Perkins?
Yeah.
Like, get out of here, bro.
Come on, man. Kendrick Perkins.
Get out of here, man.
Marcin Gortat. Come on, man. Like, these are still good. Rudy Gobert. Come on, Al Harrington. Come on, these are all quality centers, man.
I'm done. Okay.
Granted, they're not like all-star centers like the ones you just named, but I'm being Dwight Howard still went up against quality competition. You just discredited. So you're discrediting all these centers in modern day NBA.
Listen.
Who did Dwight Howard go against other than Yao Ming? That's even close to his level. Any center.
I'm trying to.
Nobody. That's what I mean. Right now, like, come on. Shaq was going against Hall of Famers. Who did Dwight Howard go against? That's in the Hall of Fame. Okay, I'll give you Tim Duncan.
Like, come on.
Shaq went against him too. So that's a wash.
See, but wait, you was just saying which Hall of Fame he went? I'm trying to see. I'll pull another one out.
Yeah,
the hybrid.
Who?
I'm trying.
Yao Ming, and he ain't in the Hall of Fame.
Yes, he is.
Not yet.
Don't say Blake Griffin.
Oh yeah, he is.
He's gonna make it for basketball.
You know what I'm
saying?
But Dwight Howard is definitely up there. His dominance is definitely up there. Like, you know,
no, he's definitely dominated what he was supposed to. There was no other centers. He did what he was supposed to. But what did he get?
Nothing.
But see, that's the thing. And that's what you keep holding them back on, the accolades. If we remove the accolades, Dwight Howard's in the same conversation.
Dwight Howard, defensive player, yeah, all of that. That's great.
I'm telling you, man.
But Shaq
was only dominant for 4 years.
Argument for Kyrie.
Nobody was talking about Shaq. Nobody was talking Shaq in Cleveland. No one was talking Shaq in Boston. No one was talking Shaq in Phoenix.
When he went to all the teams.
Come on. We was barely talking Shaq in Miami. Let's really be honest. That was D Wade. What do you mean?
Okay.
Really? Like, come on.
No, D-Wade won. D-Wade definitely won, but Shaq went there, and then they went to the finals when Shaq got there. Won. They didn't go the year before that, but Shaq got there, and they went.
Shaq definitely gave them an extra option on the floor, but to say Shaq was the dominant reason they went, no.
Has Dwight Howard get the ring yet?
For we got two in LA and one in Miami.
Was he the reason the team got
3 in LA?
Shaq got 4 rings. He got 5 rings, matter of fact.
3 in LA.
5 rings.
All right, 3 in LA, 4 and one in Miami, 4 rings.
That's what I mean. Like he left. He left
4 dominant
and they
years.
won in
That was
Miami.
it. And then with every year, every team he was on, he had a dominant player to pair him with. You got to understand. You're comparing Dwight Howard. He didn't have nobody to pair him with. He didn't have a top 10 two guard.
And I will give you that.
You get what I'm saying? The best two guard he ever played with was James Harden.
So who did Dwight Howard lose to? Kobe.
Hey, it happens, man. Look what you going against
by himself. So if Dwight Howard so dominant, what you're saying, he could have took out Kobe.
But it's the wait.
He played with Kobe at that too.
No, he played with Kobe, but that didn't work out though. You get what I'm saying? That was just
like, bro. We know what Dwight
that's what you were just saying about.
I'm the one who said on episode 1 that the Hornets are gonna make the playoffs because of Dwight Howard.
Wait,
so I know what Dwight Howard is, but you're comparing him to Shaq
I'm just saying he is as dominant as Shaq. Shaq only had 4 dominant years. You take the LA and Miami years off the table, and I want to hit Shaq. Take LA Miami off the table. Let's talk Shaq.
Shaq wasn't dominating in Orlando?
Come on, he had Penny. He was dominant. He was turning up, but you got to understand, Dwight was doing the same thing.
Penny?
Yes, he was.
Wasn't he there before Penny? Like, come on, man. I'm done talking about this. I'm done.
Wait, you gotta understand. He was dominant.
No, I don't have to understand. I don't understand. I'm not gonna understand because it doesn't make any sense.
Oh shit!
No, I'm agreeing with you. Dwight Howard was dominant. Yes, all right. So if you want to say they both was dominant in the 4 years, okay. But Shaq is a better player. Like anybody watching basketball, you could see that. So what? Dwight Howard got 20 rebounds. Dennis Rodman got 20 rebounds.
All I'm saying is that Dwight Howard is just as good as Shaq. He's equally as dominant.
No, he's not.
I don't agree.
No, he's not.
Dwight Howard could come in and change the game. He could change the game.
Dwight Howard changed the game because it was nobody as big as him when he was playing.
And guess what? Dwight would change the game. Shaq would beat the game.
Come on, man. You got to understand. Shaq was put into Shaq's positions was way different.
They changed the rules in the NBA because of Shaq.
No, you're absolutely right.
Yep.
You're absolutely right.
Okay, I'm done because he was dominating.
Dominating too much.
More, man. Like really. Illegal defense. You know how many illegal defenses used to be called on teams because motherfuckers is trying to double team Shaq?
Mm-hmm. Oh, you're right.
Dwight Howard has no offensive game. He was dominant because they was throwing alley-oops and he was stronger than everybody in the paint. He had his shoulders and his body.
And that's not dominating. So what's that called?
Okay, but I never disagreed with you and said that he wasn't dominating. But you're telling me that he's a good, just as good as Shaq?
Dominant as Shaq.
No way.
You partially agreed with me to back out of it.
No,
say that he's not.
He was dominating. He was dominating, yes, but he's not as dominant as Shaq. He's not as good as Shaq. He's not even in the same conversation as Shaq.
I'm not saying
he's not even gonna.
Because Shaq has the accolades.
Now you're not saying that after 20 minutes we done had the conversation.
Because you're saying as good as Shaq as far as him being players, yes, because you keep comparing them with the championships and the accolades.
I'm not even bringing up the championships. Like I just said, if you play basketball and you watch those two play basketball, Shaq is the better basketball player. He has more basketball skill than Dwight Howard. And he was bigger than Dwight Howard.
I will give you that.
Stop it. Like, bro, what are you talking about?
But to say that he was not as dominant as Shaq, I can't sit here and entertain. Because when Dwight Howard was just dominant.
And I'm disagreeing with you because Shaq is more dominant than him. That's my opinion. And there's nothing else you can say. There's nothing else you can bring up that can change my opinion. You're not changing nobody else's opinion sitting here.
Wait, no one else chimed in.
We all know what Dwight Howard is. The whole league knows what Dwight Howard is.
Absolutely.
Everybody listening to this podcast knows
or did not have a dominant spree like Shaq is insane. To even sit here and entertain that is crazy.
I never disagree with you, but he's not as dominant as Shaq. He's not. I mean, I just said, who was he playing against? Who was he playing against?
all right, their dominance might have.
If I was in Catholic school, I'd have been the most dominant player in middle school, but I wasn't. Come on, like look, there's levels to this. JJ, look at these guys. What was the guy? Jimmer Fredette. Oh, he was dominant in college. You put him with some real competition, chops. Dwight Howard wasn't going against anybody, any competition as far as
when Dwight Howard was chops, he wouldn't still be in the league. He wouldn't still.
I
be
didn't say,
Shaq.
but I never said he was chops. I sit here and telling you he's not chops, but he's not even a Hall of Famer. He's not even in the conversation.
What? Dwight Howard definitely go to the Hall of Fame.
Okay. Okay.
Why isn't he going to the Hall of Fame?
Not making Hall of Fame.
There's no center like him right now.
He'll make it to the Hall of Fame. He'll make it.
Just wait, just because
he's not even like him right now, like.
Just because based on what he did in Orlando, he'll go to the Hall of Fame.
Just like you said.
Because the thing is, we're going based off of the last 3 years of Dwight Howard, and I get it. Okay. The last 3 years wasn't good.
You just brought that up about Shaq.
History.
You just brought that up. So when was the last time Dwight Howard was dominant? Dwight Howard.
Years.
4 dominant years. He was dominating in Orlando.
All right, you're right. So he had like about 6.5.
6.5. Oh my God. Okay.
6.5. You said 10. Come on, man. He didn't go on a 10-year dominant spree. Stop it,
man.
He
did since he came in the league. Look at his first 10 years.
Pull Shaq up.
Look at his first 10 years. Look at his first 10 years.
Argue that point.
Come on, man.
Come on, pull Shaq up.
Just because he wasn't winning the rings doesn't mean he wasn't dominant.
I'm gonna pull Dwight up. This is the only way we can get to a final point on this, all right?
You can say whatever you want. Like I said, who was Dwight Howard playing against? Who was his competition? What Hall of Famers did he go against on a night in, night out basis?
Besides Tim Duncan, nobody. Honestly.
That's what so if you wanna give them equal in everything, and if we're taking the rings out, that's the deciding factor. Competition. Who was he playing against?
All right, let's look at this.
That's what makes Michael Jordan's legacy so great, because he was beating so many Hall of Famers that never even got to the finals because of Michael Jordan.
Yeah.
And LeBron, we could almost say the same thing, but those players are not as great as the players that Michael Jordan was beating.
Yeah.
Because Wade got a ring.
Like fact right there. Damn sure.
Paul Pierce and them got a ring. KG and them got a ring.
How many rings Wade got? Like 3?
Yeah, but I mean, he won one, in the East when LeBron was in the East. He won one. So did Paul Pierce.
Yeah, they did.
So, I mean, like, who, that plays, that's why Dirk's ring is big. He beat LeBron and Wade and Bosh.
Sure, so good.
That plays into it. Like, yeah, we sit here and say Patrick Ewing, yeah, he never won, but he lost to Jordan. So it's like, okay, like, we get it because you lost to Michael Jordan. Like, that's why nobody talks bad about Charles Barkley, all of them. Like, we get it, bro. You made it. You just lost to Jordan. Clyde Drexler, hey, you made it. You just lost to Jordan. Yeah. When did they win? Olajuwon only won because Jordan wasn't there. And who went there? Shaq and Penny. and who else went? Patrick Ewing. So that tells you. So you took the greatest player out the game for 2 years, and who went? Patrick Ewing and Shaq. When it was a center of big man's game.
You make.
So I rest my case, man. But Dwight Howard, I'm not taking anything. Like, Dwight Howard is definitely good, but I mean, like, bro, for somebody, the way you're talking about him and all his ability and his body size, for him to have 1 or 2 moves in a 10-year career is terrible. That means he doesn't care. But that's because he's been dunking since he was 12 years old, and he never needed to learn any moves.
Wait, yeah, absolutely.
Hey, yeah, I'm
right.
Just keep.
But then the thing is,
okay,
like you said, he was getting
so
the
that's
checks.
what I'm saying. So yes, he was dominating, but he's dominating off of pure strength and ability, like Blake Griffin. Get some skill, and that's when you develop.
So wait,
that's how you play for 20 years. Because there's plenty of guys who come in here could jump out the gym, could do all this other stuff, but they can't do anything else. And you see the guys who take the next step and go to the next level.
Ayo, real shit. Ayo, Piff. I'm looking at Shaq's his stats, dude. Yo, his stats shit on old boys, dude. The only thing,
Bro, if
Dwight
Shaq
got on
retired,
Shaq,
if he didn't do them
thing,
Cleveland and Boston stints, his numbers would be crazy.
Yeah,
Yo, the
I'm gonna be
only
honest,
thing he
the
got on
Miami
Shaq is
stints
his
down
rebound.
would kill them.
That's all he got on.
Yeah, like I'm not gonna
Like, even
lie,
as
like
a
the
six-
third year
a six per
Miami
game,
and down
2.5,
killed
dude,
them,
for-
but the year in Boston is the one that really finished.
Yeah, them years killed them. But if you take that away, bro, Shaq was dominant. You gotta understand, bro. We grew up watching it. This is shit like, yo. At the end of the day, Shaq was a bigger star than Penny.
Shaq been in the league almost in the league for 20
LA.
years.
Shaq was definitely
Shaq.
dominant, so I'm never taking
was
that
Shaq
conversation off the table. But for me to say in this modern day NBA that Dwight Howard just wasn't equally as dominant, you know, is just
Well,
it's
you
blasphemous.
looking at the numbers.
Well, I'm looking at the numbers, and granted, they don't compare because, like you said, Shaq, he was just a more offensive beast. But when you look at it still, Dwight was still averaging 20 points, 3 blocks, a steal. Like, you know,
Okay,
2 assists
he's
a game.
7 foot. He's supposed to average 20.
But that's what I'm saying. That's the still that he was still
Against
utilizing
who?
his skill.
Against who?
The Eastern
Ilzauskas?
Conference.
Okay, where's my key?
Exhausted.
Wasn't going against nobody.
Chris Bosh. Let's see who else we
Come on,
got.
man. That's what I'm
Wait.
saying.
Chris Bosh wasn't even a
Like you
center.
Chris
said.
Bosh, Jawan Howard.
Like you said,
Chris
he
Bosh wasn't a center at that
was
time. You can't put Chris
Al
Bosh.
Horford.
at his position. There was no centers. There was nobody like him. So of course he was dominating. It was like Magic Johnson, bro, a 6'9" point guard that could pass just like a 5'9" point guard and dribble just like how do you stop that?
Word.
No, you're right.
And he could
He was
rebound and all
like,
that shit.
no, I'm like Dwight Howard. That's why though. But now you got guys like Karl Anthony Towns would destroy him. Because Dwight Howard can't even stay with him laterally. And they damn near the same size. And Karl Anthony Towns could bang with him. But that's the difference. So now in this new NBA, I could sit here and
Dwight
say
been
that,
working
but
on
like,
his
you know,
threes.
that wouldn't be fair to Dwight Howard because when he did play, he did dominate in his era. And at the end of the day, that's all you could ask for.
And that's all. And that's the only point I was trying to say. He
But,
dominated,
yes,
and his dominance.
So you could say that. But he didn't go against the same competition as Shaq.
He
So
did.
therefore,
But
he's
his
not as dominant
competition
as
was
Shaq.
different though. It's like as far as the center.
He didn't have the same competition as Shaq.
But see, like by the time Dwight got in the league, the centers was a dying breed. So it's like
Exactly. So
Exactly.
it was.
That's why you can't say
So
he
who
was
was
just
he
as
going
dominant as
against?
Shaq.
It was like when Bill Russell was playing. His only competition was when he played against Wilt Chamberlain. There was nobody 7 foot.
Yeah.
Like, what? Come on. Like that's all I'm trying to get you to understand. Yes, he was dominant. We can all agree on that. But he was dominant almost as an outlier. He was almost because it was nobody like him. Like he had to dominate. It was
Yeah, that
nothing,
was
you know,
his
like.
time for his
And who was
for
he
his
going
position.
against?
That was his time. That's
Okay,
what-
You're naming power forwards that he was going against.
So I'm gonna ask you a
wait, but that's
question.
the
So-
the thing is that's the direction the NBA is going.
Okay, but all right, it's not his fault that the competition he went against. But if they're not as great as the competition Shaq went against, therefore Shaq is greater. If Shaq has better numbers, and you want to say they dominated for 6 years, so okay, but in them 6 years, who did Dwight Howard play against?
Oh, I'm cooking. Wait, no,
That's what I'm saying. Like, you know,
No, wait. No, I'll pull it up.
in the finals, so in the finals when they played the Lakers, who was the center? Pau Gasol. He didn't dominate Pau Gasol. He probably did.
Yeah, he dominated Pau Gasol. He averaged his
They
numbers.
only
No,
beat.
I think they
Well,
had
so I had a
Bynum.
problem with him.
I think they had Bynum.
Oh, Bynum.
Yeah, they had Bynum.
See somebody bigger than him.
But wait.
But he still
Bynum-
dominated. He still did
But
it.
wait, I'm not gonna
suppose.
wait. I'll give him that though. Bynum, wait. At that point, Bynum would still have some juice in the tank.
No, he did. Nah,
So-
Bynum looked like he was, like what you're saying. There was no centers. He was 7'2", and nobody could do anything with him, and he had some skill.
No,
He was
Bynum-
just a nut kid.
So who you think in the past could go against Dwight then?
No, wait. The thing is that what I was just trying to line up my argument. That's why TG caught me off guard. It was just that, granted, like, so, like, it's like we both play the same
feel like
sport,
Dwight-
even if it's the same different division. But say you're dominant in AA, I'm dominant in AAA. Our dominance, granted, 2 different leagues, 2 different times. You might have played 5 years before me, but I think, you feel me? Your dominance
Can't
could
compare
stand.
that. Then that's like saying, so if somebody is the leading rusher in Division 3 and the leading rusher in 1A, you can't even compare them. They're not playing the same competition. Not saying
So just
that that person is not dominant, but like, yo, you gotta look at like, who are you playing against?
That is a good, excellent point right there.
It's just like,
not
come
the
on,
same
you
level
could,
of
if your
competition, you
if your
can't do
kid
it.
is really good in sports, you could send your kid to a school that you know he gonna be the man. Yeah, he gonna score 30 points a game, but they ain't playing against nobody. So are you doing him a favor? So then when he goes to college or goes somewhere and then he start getting his ass handed to him, he doesn't know what's going on. That's why you go to camps. That's why you go outside your area to play against people you don't know, because you need to know how you stack up against your peers.
That's like me taking y'all bowling. Like I could bowl a 300 around y'all, and you know what I mean.
I don't know. Look about bowling. Last time I went bowling, I slid in the lane.
I can't bowl.
Exactly my point. That's like me sitting here. I'm the best in this group right here. I'm the best bowler in this group. If I take y'all bowling and I crack y'all ass, it's not really an accomplishment for me because I do.
That's what
I know
you're
I can
supposed
do
to
this
do.
shit. Exactly. Like Dwight Howard for his time, he ain't have no real center.
But he
except
did
for
what he was
Tim
supposed to
Duncan.
do, though. He's still
Yeah, for his
dominant.
time.
And that's
Yeah,
what
for his
I'm
time.
giving
That's the
him.
point we
But for
making.
you to say he's as dominant as Shaq is,
Compared to his competition,
For his
yes.
time, he was
Like,
he
compared
was,
to his
for time,
competition.
he was
No.
yeah.
no, compared to his competition, no.
So who's dominated more than him?
Yao Ming. If Yao Ming ain't get hurt, Yao Ming is a better center than Dwight Howard.
True.
Can't argue that.
So
Can't argue
I mean, and that was the guy he was going against.
Yes.
Come on, like, I'm not taking anything from him, but the fact, if you said Shaq,
Never,
if
man.
you didn't say Shaq, but the fact
Stop
that you
it.
said Shaq lets you know that in your subconscious, you know that Shaq is the most dominant center, because that's who you tried to compare Dwight Howard to, and that's who everybody tried to compare Dwight Howard to, and he ain't, and
Absolutely.
he can't live up to him. Minus the rings, it doesn't matter.
But you can't even
He's
say
not
Yao
going
Ming. He was
against
barely average.
Yao Ming.
Yeah, he was barely
Okay.
average, bro. Barely
Okay.
average, bro. I'm like, when you look at the as far as stat sheet wise, stop
Okay.
it. Like, granted, he had one breakout season. Outside of that, he was-
Right. This is how you know. I said it. Nobody disagreed with you. You had to look up his stats just so you could make your argument. That means by watching basketball, we saw that Yao Ming is better and would have been more dominant than Dwight Howard had he not got injured.
he had the ceiling too. Yes,
I agree with that.
I'm not going to disagree with that. Like, I sound like a fool if I
agree with
disagree
that.
with
Like,
that.
yo, Dwight Howard wasn't going against anybody. You
Yao
can't
was the
even
first one to
name
size up with Shaq.
5 centers.
Yeah.
And that's how they
Like,
stacked.
I'm
that's how they
sorry.
stacked him up against Shaq.
And if what you're saying, so if Dwight Howard if he was truly as dominant as Shaq, he would have won a ring, because there was no centers for him to be going against. Granted, his supporting cast was not as good. You're right, and he beat LeBron. So
Yeah,
he's the
supporting
only,
cast,
you
though.
know,
I ain't,
you can't take that
knock
from him.
but
But at the end of the day, bro, he's not as skilled. It's not as dominant because his competition. It's not his fault, but it is what it is.
There you go.
You make a good point.
But that's all true.
Karl Malone has more points than Michael Jordan. Nobody talks about Karl Malone. Ever.
Or Robert Horry.
Yeah.
But it's not even
yeah.
talking about rings though. We're not talking about rings. If you just watch basketball, like most people watching basketball, they saw Michael Jordan as the greatest player.
Yeah,
Like,
people watch the bat.
You know,
People
the
actually watch
Michael
basketball
Jordan,
for Jordan.
I remember it was when he was bald and shooting fadeaways. I don't remember him going down the lane and dunking and doing all the highlights. Like, I didn't see that Michael Jordan. I only seen him win. So I hope there's people who saw him lose for 7 years. They saw all that. My dad used to be telling me, I'm telling you, LeBron by his 7th year, he's going to be better than Jordan. And he used to tell me this all the time. He's better. He's better. And now it's like I get it. Me watching, I've seen LeBron since he came in the league. And it doesn't look like he's getting worse.
Yeah.
And his biggest attribute is he makes anybody who plays with him better. So I mean that's his biggest.
Wait, hold on.
That's his biggest
with that
thing.
Point right there. With that being said, this is why Piff's so-called Chewbacca shit on Kyrie is shit, because he made Kyrie better and he's gonna make Kyrie do exactly what Kyrie did.
No, Kyrie,
Kyrie
doesn't make people better though.
No.
Like,
LeBron makes people better.
I agree with that.
LeBron.
He's definitely not making people
We
better.
never said Kyrie is gonna make people better. We said LeBron
But you say
makes
he's a
the
bum.
player he plays around better. So he played with LeBron for what, 3 years? Them 3 years, he showed Kyrie how to be a killer, how to be an assassin, take what you need. This year, he's gonna take what he wants. This year,
No,
we ain't saying he's gonna make his team better.
Nah, man,
He's
that's
just gonna
Gordon
show
Hayward's team,
No,
bruh.
he's not.
Like, come on.
Yeah.
man.
Oh yeah, I believe
Bullshit
he's doing
out
Hayward's
here, man.
team.
You don't see the Kyrie when LeBron wasn't around him. Just be honest with you.
He's just a scorer. He's gonna be scoring.
First
He's
off,
gonna average
the Kyrie
25.
when LeBron wasn't around. Exactly. The Kyrie when LeBron wasn't around, he averaged 23, 24 points. So
Yeah, that's
And
cool.
won
That wasn't
24
a bad Kyrie.
games. Like, what are we trying to talk?
Yeah.
Like,
All the
come
points
on.
but he doesn't have to do it all himself, though. He still don't have to do it all himself because he got Gordon Hayward, Al Horford.
We'll see.
Like they
he had
have
4
pieces
champions
around
and he
him.
still lost.
All he got to do.
So now it's like,
Oh
come
my
on,
God,
Yeah.
bro! Stop it, bro.
You know what?
Sean
That was
Livingston
before
was
they was
not
championship. We
champion
went through
when he
that
was
shit
there.
already. He was not a championship when he was on that team.
Stop it.
Look,
Right?
man, he had
Maurice
number 1
Space
picks
was not a
next to him
championship
too,
when he
man.
went to that team. So we already went through that. Now he actually has players that can hold up on their own, that can actually do what they got to do. LeBron was that team. He didn't want to stay there, so now he took his talents to Boston. Gordon Hayward could put up 20, 25 points. Al Horford could get you a nice double-double. And they support and
Either way, they're not-
But what does this
Not
have to
Marcus
do with
Smart.
Kyrie? Kyrie doesn't make no one better. That's not going to be his team. I don't see anything
He's not
from
a
what he
bum.
learned from
Not his
LeBron coming there to going to, like, come on, man.
But he's
Kyrie's
not a
going to
bum.
go there, fall in place,
He's not a bum.
and that's it.
Your statement was
Like, don't
he
be
is a bum.
surprised if
That
he
was
gets
your
benched in the
statement. He's
fourth
a bum.
quarter.
Oh my
Yo,
God.
you gonna be? Yo, real shit. You know
He's not
who
a
he gonna be? He's gonna be another Desmond Howard, dude. No,
Nah.
yeah, that's his name.
Nah.
Yeah, yes he is.
These guys are, I don't know if they
Desmond Howard,
or
his
what.
biggest accolade
gotta be
was
too high.
winning the dunk contest.
He straight shitted on.
Word,
No,
like
no.
he got to be super cooking. He is
Damn,
super cooking
like-
right now.
I'm killing it, man. Like,
Dead ass serious, huh?
I don't even.
bro, Kyrie
Yeah,
is a
he's super
scorer. We never.
Super
you
cool.
know,
No,
Piff said he was a bum. That was the whole
Not that,
thing.
no.
He said he was a bum.
Exactly, that was my point.
He said he wasn't a
he's not a
leader.
bum. So with that being said,
And he's not.
All right, he's not a. He
not
might
a
not
leader.
be a leader.
He,
He might
hey,
not be a leader. We have yet
but
to
you
see
said he
him.
was a bum.
Yeah, that was the
Yeah.
point I was making. You said he was a bum.
You said he was a bum.
Like
I
LeBron
did
makes him
say he
better.
was a bum.
LeBron
I'm
makes
not
his
walking
team
out of
better.
that. Kyrie is a bum.
Exactly.
Yeah,
So if LeBron
that,
makes
you
his
know.
people around him better, LeBron made him better. Now he's gonna take his talents and show.
Yeah,
what
but
LeBron
that,
needs.
but
That's
that
all we gotta
doesn't,
wait and see.
but
It
that
don't work
doesn't,
like that,
that
man.
doesn't help the point that doesn't help trying to debate with Piff about Kyrie, because
Yeah.
what he says about him, that's just validating it. But for him to say he's a
I
bum,
don't see how it's validating it though, because he's still
because
not
you're
showing that
saying
he's a bum.
LeBron is gonna make him a leader, and we're gonna find out because he's gonna go to Boston, but they already have a good team. That was the whole thing. But he's still gonna go there and do what he is. He's gonna score 25 and 5.
And get benched in
And-
the fourth quarter.
He's not gonna get benched in the fourth quarter. They're gonna give him the ball. It is like at the end of the day, he's gonna be out there in the
last shot.
I guarantee you, he hits a couple game winners. Gordon Hayward may take the last shot. But the good thing about it is they have a coach that's probably gonna call the right play and tell him, hey, Hayward's taking the shot. But there's nothing wrong with that. I never say it's definitely Hayward's team, and Kyrie as a leader, probably definitely not a leader, but that's not what he is.
We know that already. It wasn't Desmond Howard. It was Devin Harris. That's who it was. That's who.
Oh, you can't even compare them to. Come on, Devin Harris. Devin Harris.
Yo,
watch. Like this guy,
Wait, the same Devin Harris from the Nets? Like, I just want to make sure.
That's disrespectful.
That's uber disrespectful.
There's nothing to think about.
No, seriously. Yes, it is. Yo, when he was on the Mavericks, who would thought he was going to turn him like how he turned up when he went to the Nets? He's going to turn up over with the Nets. That's what's going to happen with Kyrie. I promise you. Watch. This shit's going to happen to him. Watch. I'm telling you,
I think that was a hotter take than me calling Kyrie a bum.
That's damn near equal.
Mac, listen, Mac, just be prepared to defend yourself on Twitter tomorrow.
I will. I definitely will.
Like, niggas is gonna come at you for that one.
Oh, he's a scorer,
that is
man.
Ultimate disrespect right
he's,
there, yo.
He's Carmelo. He's Carmelo at 6'3". This is exactly what he is.
That's all he is. A diet.
And there's nothing wrong with that. But you were trying to say he thinks he's bigger than the situation because he wants to leave LeBron and all that. Like, and I'm trying to
create his own path. He needs to find his own destiny. He wants to get his own team and be able to see what his true potential is. When you start talking like that, that means you want to get out of his shadow and lead your own future.
So what's wrong with that?
He's not a leader. He's going into a team. You don't have to be a leader.
You don't have to be a leader to go find out about yourself. Not everybody's a leader. Some people got to be a follower, but you got to play your role. And if your role is a scorer, and we need you to score 25 a night, then that's what you do. Not everybody's a leader. You're talking like go to every team. The best player is not the leader. Doesn't work like that all the time.
Yeah.
You think Melo was the leader of that team? He's the best player. He probably wasn't the leader.
I'm gonna be honest with you. Yeah, because without the best player, that team goes nowhere. You feel me? It may be a different situation in Golden State because there's so many people. But just think about it with Chris Paul. Chris Paul in the Clippers.
Play sports.
Chris Paul was their best player.
That's not true.
Okay.
So who was the Clippers' best player? DeAndre?
No, he was. He was the best player.
Like I'm telling you.
No, he wasn't.
And he was their leader.
All right, so
now look at Anthony Davis. He's their best player and their leader. Now, granted, they may not be a good leader, like you said, but that doesn't take away from them being the leader.
Room, he is the leader. How do you know? You don't know.
I'm gonna give you a perfect example of
you don't know
the top player on the team.
Just because you're the top player doesn't mean you're the leader of the team.
It really doesn't, dude.
Look at there may be veterans in the situation that we come in, so you're absolutely right. I'm not ignorant to that, but I'm just looking at it in the
not even veterans. Not everybody is a leader. So DeMar DeRozan is the best player on Toronto. I guarantee you, Kyle Lowry is the leader of that team.
I can see that. That's a different situation, though.
That's what I'm trying. That's all I'm trying to say.
So the New York Knicks, Carmelo was the best player, and he was their leader.
Yeah, he was not the leader.
He was not a good leader, but he was the leader.
He's not the leader. He's not a leader. All right, let me put it that way. He's not a leader.
Yeah, wait, that's what I said.
Okay.
So he was the leader, though, but he wasn't a good one.
He's not the leader. He's not a leader. He's not the leader. He wasn't the one holding people accountable in that locker room. We just don't know who it was. And that's what I'm trying to tell you. There's guys on teams that I guarantee you when they had that 54-win season, Jason Kidd was the leader. Yeah, Melo was the best player. Melo's not a lead. Melo's not a guy who's going to bring you to the side and hold you accountable because he's all about him. He don't care. Nigga, I scored 25 a night. They can't say he lost because of me. He's that type of player. But there's people like that. Like, not everybody is a team player. That's why you have roles, and that's why, you know, great coaches can mold them roles and fit them egos together.
Absolutely.
That's nature. That's people. Melo, just like we said, Melo might be in OKC right now thinking he the man. He, in his mind, he still might think that.
Wait, he definitely does.
Awakening in OKC.
But you know,
You're going to get a rude ass awakening in OKC.
He's not the man. And everybody else knows it.
But he doesn't know it yet.
He doesn't know.
But you know, that's...
Wait, but that's what I was saying on the other
been a
pod.
leader, like,
and just like
you
Paul
know,
George, he still thinks he's the man. Like that's the thing, though. Like,
Paul George fitting into his role. I could see even with Paul George playing now, he's not trying to ask for the ball so much. It's not like Paul George is like, yo, give me.
That's how it all.
Like,
Paul George is leaving next year, so he just there to just play.
Yeah, like,
I don't think he's leaving next year.
One of them is leaving.
He's not staying. Melo has to stay.
If they have a good season, no, he don't.
Wait, Melo's only staying because he's not leaving the money.
Exactly.
That's the only reason he's not. That's the only reason, because of the money. Because look at it. Think about New York. Just
You like OKC, so you think Paul George is gonna stay? He's not staying.
Nah, just not even because I'm biased. Because of
He's
OKC.
not
If
staying.
they have a good season, like
They could go to the finals.
Season,
He's not staying.
He's gonna stay. And the only reason I say he's gonna stay, he's not gonna want to go to a LA team because it's not a guarantee that LeBron gonna do it. Because you gotta think about it. We talk about
not a guarantee. You're saying everybody says LA is not a guarantee. He goes to LA.
You think
that's where he said he want to go. That's his goal.
Right.
Hell no, that's where he want to fucking go.
That's what he said. They said Russell Westbrook wanted to go to LA.
Really?
Russell Westbrook said that he was going to LA.
Where did he go?
This is not nothing new.
He's back.
That's what I'm saying. Like, we've been talking about this. They've been talking about Paul George going to LA just because he's from LA.
No, he said he want to go to LA. That's
a lot of people say that.
Like, the nigga said,
he could just be saying that.
Pieces, I'm going to LA. Like, that's what he said. I'm going to LA. They going where the money is. Let's put it like that. It's more money in LA than you can make going to the Cleveland Cavaliers or something like that.
That's not
you
true. Because a millionaire tax, you pay 50% tax on your salary if you're a millionaire in California. So that's definitely not true.
LA has the cap space to sign players like Paul George, LeBron James.
It's gonna be a whole bunch of teams that could sign people.
No, not with the luxury tax that they in. Like, looking at the luxury tax that they in, come on now. Cleveland is over the luxury tax. Oklahoma City just went over the luxury tax.
That's why contracts expire and they come off, and the salary cap is going up again because of
it's only going up another what? Another 50 million, I guess.
Something crazy.
Oh, it's going up.
Go to 100 million.
They're gonna drop all the. You think all these teams are preparing? They know all these guys are gonna be free agents next year. So they dump in salary.
But then TG, but it's just to counter what you said, that CBA agreement's going up too. Because just think about it, the Supermax players are now getting 40, 50 million. Remember,
okay, but
3-4 years ago,
but you have to be in that position. Million. None of the guys that are going to be free agents are guys who's been with teams that are even eligible to get it. Russell Westbrook just signed his. Chris Paul's not getting no Supermax. He just turned it down to go to Houston.
He getting one next year.
No, you're right.
He's going to get a max. He's not getting a Supermax because he left the team.
Yeah, he can't get a Supermax.
That's what I'm saying. So it's going to be like people like Antetokounmpo. They don't want him to leave Milwaukee. You give him the Supermax. It's going to work for people like that. But the guys who already been playing and now they're free agents, that shit don't matter. What does that Supermax matter to Paul George? He can't get a Supermax. He's going to get a regular max deal.
Yeah, like real talk. And then I'm be honest though, I don't think Paul George is gonna stay. I know he's not gonna stay. I don't want to say I know, but I don't think he's gonna stay. But it's just that I don't think I know where he's gonna go. I feel
I don't think he's gonna go to LA.
I think if he's gonna be a role player, he's gonna go with LeBron. But if not, he's gonna find his own team because, like I said, he's still young, bro. He could be the man. He could go to Philly and be the man.
He could go to Brooklyn.
He could be the man, but he got to be on somewhere. No. He ain't
wait. Brooklyn will pay him. They ain't got no picks. They'll pay. Brooklyn will pay.
Have money, and that's what I'm saying.
It's not about money.
There's a lot of people.
Don't want money. Niggas want money later on.
You just said he's gonna sign for the max. He's gonna go to LA because of more money.
Nah, but he's going to.
Hold
up. We ain't rolling up on that.
The reason why I say he was going up on LA. He's going to LA because LeBron's a free agent next year. Russell Westbrook was supposed to be a free agent, and then you got D-Wade
he can make more money
he can make more
in
money
Los Angeles
but he's going to still have the players there though.
Because of the
max.
max.
Players there.
That's what you said.
But
that's what you said.
The players there though. That's the thing. Like the whole deal is him, LeBron, and Russ was also to go to LA.
And like what you Westbrook's not going to LA.
Yeah, Westbrook signed his deal, so he's staying in OKC. So now it's him and LeBron. You still got D-Wade on a 1-year contract. You still got some life in him. D-Wade
and that's
still
if LeBron goes.
Only got 1 year deal. Exactly. That's
what is the difference?
He's going to LA.
What is the difference between him going to Brooklyn and Brooklyn getting 2 max players and they build with Paul George and somebody else? What is the difference?
He's not doing that. They're not going to do that. He's not doing that. He don't want to go to no team to rebuild. Hell no.
I know, because
Brooklyn ain't going to be no force.
Because you talk to
They
me.
got player options, bro. They
could. I'm being
Brooklyn
truthful.
could offer him 10. Wait, how much is he getting in OKC right now? How much is he getting in OKC?
Something you don't know.
I'm being truthful. If LeBron don't lead the East, no matter
how much is he getting in OKC?
I don't even know. I ain't looking.
Say he's getting $23 million in OKC. Brooklyn could give him 30 to come and be the man. Boom. You get what I'm saying? He could opt out and go to Brooklyn.
Mm-hmm. Why do that when LeBron is still there though? Ain't nobody making it up.
It's not about LeBron.
Paul George is not winning a ring.
He could win a ring over there.
He's not winning a ring.
Oh, he's just that player that's not going to win a ring.
He didn't get traded to OKC because he wanted to. He didn't want to. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, like we just talked about this.
A player that could win a ring.
And he's not going to win a ring. I promise you, he won't win a ring. He had his chance.
Hold on, he's not winning a ring.
He's not going to win a ring.
Yeah, just cut that out. He's not winning a ring, bro.
He could team up still. Hold up. He can team up.
He can team up. That's what everybody's saying. And at the end of the day, who's beating the Warriors and who's beating Cleveland? Like we just said. So in the next 5 years, who's teaming up that they're even going to get a chance to get a ring? Even if you beat LeBron, then you got to beat the Warriors. Even if you beat the Warriors, you got to beat LeBron. Like, come on. If you don't team up with them, you can't beat them. Join them.
I don't think that's everybody's mantra, though.
No, obviously.
But no,
people want to be the man. You want to try to compete and win. But the people who don't have rings that legitimately have to win in the next couple of years in their prime, it's not happening. They ain't even been to the finals.
Fact.
So Melo. Only Melo.
He's never been to the finals.
Yeah, Paul George either, but okay. Yeah.
Stop it. None of them. Chris Paul never been to the finals. None of them. James Harden never been to the finals. Like, bro, if you don't go now, you're not going.
Yeah.
In the last 5 years, who's been in the finals? LeBron, Kyrie, Kevin Love, Wade, KD,
like we said
the Warriors.
Last episode, there's no parity.
There's no parity. So why is Paul George going to win a ring?
He got potential to win a ring.
Like, it's the people who are next up to win are Karl Anthony Towns, the guys that's like 23. Because when they're 27, LeBron is 35. Yeah. Durant is over 30. Curry's over 30.
And like I said with Porzingis, he's going to be next up to bat in the East.
He is in that. He has a chance because when it turns over, and that's why, as crazy as it is, Kyrie has a chance. Because in the next 5 years, he'll be 30. But he could still be in his prime, a scorer. And then, like I said, what if he stays on Boston, whatever, and LeBron bows out, and now Boston's the team to beat? And boom. Now it looks like he's a leader, and all of that stuff you were saying is going to, backfire. But, it's a big if. But that's how it happens. It's storylines. Like, bro, Paul George is not winning. I hate to say it, Russell Westbrook's probably not winning.
Yeah, Russell's
I don't know. I can't say that. I think
not winning.
I think he can win one. At least one.
Wait, he signed his casket when he got that extension.
Like, the guy who won at least one was Dirk.
He's not winning with OKC. I promise you he's not winning.
Everybody else who's won has been multiple times. Kawhi Leonard and them, multiple times. Warriors, multiple times.
Yeah.
The Lakers, multiple times with Kobe.
Yeah.
Nobody else goes. And when they do go, I mean, who'd LeBron play? He played damn near every team in Texas. He played the Spurs, Dallas.
Yeah. Houston just can't get there yet.
Who they beat?
That's crazy.
I don't know, man. Listen, it's all about ifs
I'm winning.
in the NBA. You know, not trying to sit here and sound like a bias. Like I said, if anything is possible in the NBA.
Yeah, somebody gotta get hurt.
Anything is possible.
It's the only way.
Like we don't know how the season is going to turn out. Like I said, I think Paul George will stay. I'm not even going to hold you. I think he will. Like you said, with the CBA going up another $100 million next year, they could possibly bring in some good people for the bench, role players.
Nobody wants to go to Oklahoma City, man. If I'm a role player, I'm going to Miami.
You don't want to play with one of the best players. You don't want to play with one of the best players in the league. Like you don't want to do that.
Hey man, that's not just like you said. That's not everybody. If that was the case, everybody would be in OKC. So obviously, not everybody wants to play. But everybody
wants to go play with LeBron. Sure. That's the point that you were just making. Like you said, if you can't beat them, you team up. So you can't beat LeBron. So why not team up with another star? They only
have so much money.
True.
But look how many people done went there and won. Look how many people done went there and played with LeBron or stay.
Yeah.
Like nobody, no other stars bringing people to them. Yes, that's what I'm saying. D-Wade took, I'll take $2 million. Derrick Rose, I'll take $2 million, because they know Derrick Rose gonna play this year, do good, and he gonna get $25 million next year, because somebody's gonna overpay him.
Yeah. But just to piggyback what you're saying, Derrick Rose was playing for the Knicks, getting 18 to 20. He could have signed on for probably another 24, and he opted out to get that 2.3 to go play with.
I'm gonna bank on myself, and let me try to win a ring. Hey, if I don't win next year, I'm getting paid.
And because he knows, because he's smart. Because if it's a win-win either way. If he goes there and balls out, he's gonna get paid. If he goes there, wins a ring, and balls out, he's gonna get paid twice.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
it's just brilliant.
It's brilliant.
Think about it, even Mozgov. After that championship, the Lakers picked up Mozgov.
Yep.
Mozgov. Are you serious? Like,
but it was only because he was effective. Like, that's what's crazy.
He got paid by Milwaukee.
Yep. Look at that.
He don't even start. They paid him to come off the bench.
Hey, Tristan Thompson getting paid to come off the bench now.
You feel me? It's just
but the money is so crazy, it don't matter now.
Yeah.
They could pay somebody $18 million to come off a bench.
That's crazy. You see, that's crazy how the NBA evolved, though.
Because they still got Iman Shumpert, and he getting paid some good money too.
Well, they about to get rid of him.
Nobody want him.
Don't nobody want that nigga. He a bum.
I think the only people that are taking is the Knicks.
He's a bum.
But
y'all can use him though.
And you know what's crazy, yo? We drafted him and we got so excited about him, man. But then
once he hurt his knee, that was it.
Yeah, that was game over, man.
Because you know what? That was his bounce, though. He came into the league. He had bounce. Like, he had bounce. So he was like that slasher with y'all.
Can't shoot.
But he can't shoot, though.
TG? No, like all college players, they can't shoot. The average college player shoots like 30% out the league.
Yeah, but he never got better.
Yeah,
that
but that's the
tells
thing.
Me you're not practicing.
By year 2, these players...
He's just happy to be there.
It's the truth, though.
He's happy to make money.
That's what I'm saying.
They turned him into a perimeter defender, and he was just happy. Like you said, he's happy to be there. He started getting checks, and he's like, I'm good.
But coming out of college, he was a defender. Like, that was his thing. But then you develop your game. Coming out of college, Jimmy Butler was a defender. Jimmy Butler, you could tell he worked on his game. He's an all-star now.
Absolutely.
Like,
one of the best.
There's guys out there, yes.
He wanted to be better. That's all it was, man. That's simple.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Dwight Howard could have dominated more than Shaq if he worked on his game. He was content with catching alley-oops. Like, bro, your frame is ridiculous. You should have if his footwork, his post game was crazy, he could have been unstoppable. But he was content with dunking. Now this motherfucker talking about he gonna start shooting threes. Like, come on, bro.
Why do you think they got him out of Atlanta? When he said that, they took his ass out of Atlanta ASAP.
Fuck out of here.
I agree with you. But then when you look at it in hindsight, you definitely...
I ain't mad at him. Because he knows that's where the game is at. And if he could shoot 35% from three, he'll stay in the league 5 more years.
Yeah, that helps with spacing.
I ain't mad at him for saying that, but Atlanta wasn't taking that chance. Atlanta said,
but it took him 13 years to start working on his game. Took him to, now you can't overpower people. Now let me develop this.
Yeah. That was
like, that's the problem. Like Blake Griffin. Like, bro, you need to develop that shit now. Because you're not always going to be able to jump over people. So get your shit straight now. But, niggas don't listen. I don't know what scouts be doing, but that's just ego. They getting paid once. If somebody was paying me $180 million, I ain't practicing no more. My shit guaranteed. The only way is unless I care. Take pride. But if I know I don't have to practice and I can go in the NBA and score 20 a night, why would I practice?
Yeah, look at Ben.
Like, really think about it. Like, this the smoke cast. These is niggas out here. They a couple years removed from being in high school, smoking, balling with their friends.
Fact.
Dropping 40 in a high school game. Went to college, played some bullshit. That's what I mean. Kyrie played 3-4 games in college.
Yeah,
Coming to the NBA, you scoring 20 at 19?
Yeah. On the NBA
That's what I'm
level?
saying. That's no practice. That's just your level raw. You scored 19 in the NBA. At 19. Like, that's crazy. So if you practice, look at Steph Curry. He came in the league older than 19. Bum. Not even a bum. He has skill, but nobody thought he was
now.
Like
yeah.
He worked on his game.
And then addition by subtraction.
And it shows. Yeah, but it shows like he worked on his game though. Like you saw the evolution.
I started bowling. I was shitty.
Yeah.
Bowling.
Just
now,
especially basketball. You don't need nobody to practice.
Nah, you need yourself.
You're in the NBA. You have access to the gym.
That's it. You just need time and dedication. That's what people forget. That time and dedication goes a long way, man. Like Kobe says, he'd be like, I'm putting up 1,000 shots in the gym. I'm not leaving.
That's what I'm saying. He shot them air balls in the playoffs. He went to the gym that same night. That's the type of shit.
Like, yeah,
and that lets you know, like, Kobe was athletic, but he wasn't the most gifted athlete. You know what I mean?
Nah.
But he was skilled.
He had to come to his own.
He put everything together, just like Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan wasn't no freak athlete.
He was developed. He was dedicated to his craft. That's what it was.
And skill, bro. That's why LeBron is up there, because LeBron develops his craft and he's skill. You see the skill out there he's playing with, and he's just a freak of nature.
Yeah, absolutely.
Sidebar. I ain't gonna say hold you. If I throw a shitty ass bowling game like a 140, I'm bowling in like another 3 games after the league is over. So that's the type of dedication I think everybody's talking about. Like if I bowl a 140, then I'm staying there until about 10, 11 o'clock, maybe 12 o'clock. If the shit stay open until 1 o'clock bowling, just to get that shit right, because I don't like that shit my damn self. So,
Yeah, man. Just like we talk about Jay Cutler out there stealing money.
Yeah.
He ain't showing up early to the meetings. He ain't the first one there and the last one leaving.
that nigga coming late. That nigga like, oh, I'm sorry, I overslept. What we talking about?
Yeah, it's crazy.
Go out there and throw the ball.
If you read about the Kobe and Shaq shit, like that was like Kobe shit. Like, yo, well, Shaq ain't doing this. Why did Shaq get to do this? That's how you know it was his team. Shaq wasn't practicing. Shaq wasn't doing nothing. Coming out there scoring 30. Just, I could do this. I guess I was born to do this. Last one, Lee. Because he wasn't practicing his goddamn free throws.
Hell, not until late in his career. Not until late in his career.
I mean, like he said, he hit him when it counts. I guess I don't ever remember him missing free throws and they lost a game that matters. So,
Word.
He can say that, but his free throws was terrible.
Only when it counts do I make them. I make them when it count, Ernie. I make them when it counts.
Yep, that's what he always said.
But it was true. When he made them when it counts, that was it. Like, you can't really get mad at him. He'll get you 30 points, but if it comes down to the last 20 seconds, and they got to intentionally foul Shaq. He gonna make the motherfuckers.
Oh damn, Brandon Marshall season-ending surgery.
Are you serious?
shit.
Wow.
There
Breaking
you
news.
go. Yeah.
Well, there goes
Ankle
the Giants
surgery.
seasons.
Wow.
There goes the
How they
So
both
two
break their
Giants
ankles?
with an ankle. Wow.
Told you, Vood. I told you.
Yeah.
Somebody put up a spell on him.
Yo, that's
Somebody put
crazy,
a spell
yo.
on him.
That is
That's that
crazy.
base. Was the
But
base
wait,
guy
let's not
talking?
feel too bad for the Giants because they was stinking up the place before this happened. But just to know this is happening, this is a dunny. This is like, would you go?
Yeah,
do you
get
bench
your
Eli
over
or
now.
do you still compete?
I'm telling you, if I was Eli,
Mm.
if I got hit, run real good time, I'm not getting back up.
Take me out of this shit. Too.
Y'all
niggas going 0 for 16.
I'll be like, yo, I got a concussion. It's Tuesday.
Yeah. like-
They gonna be like, oh, get him out of here. That's it, and then just shut him down. Put Gino out there.
Yeah,
Shut him
let
down
Gino
for the
take over
season.
now. Honestly, because you're gonna be working with young receivers, draft picks. Let Gino do this.
Damn.
See if Gino can sit here and
So
turn
they
it
really
around.
having a bad season. Yo, they might not win a game.
They gonna be. I told everybody they're gonna be the
Yeah.
new Detroit Lions.
Might
Nah,
not
they
win a
start
game.
looking at
It's
the
the
number one.
Giants. They gonna
Start
let them
looking
win a
at
game.
What's it, Saquon Barkley? I just want to make sure I'm saying his name correctly. He might look
Nah,
good.
they
now
gotta
in
take
New
a
York, white and
quarterback.
blue.
No, they gotta take a quarterback.
They need
They
one.
really
not gonna play
should.
Gino like that.
They really should take that running back though.
No, cool. Wait, just like I said in the beginning, I was like, yo, I think Peyton.
The
I think
Giants-
Eli's going the way of Peyton. So wait, I definitely agree with you guys. But when you look at that number one pick, I'm selling.
Nah, they might have to take that running back. 'Cause
Oh yeah, they
could-
gotta get his ass.
They could double up and get a quarterback, or they trade back.
Yep.
So you get the number one overall, trade back, maybe get 2 first rounds.
Get something
They
out
gonna
of
need that
that.
running back. You get that running back, and then you get a quarterback, and then you work on the offensive line. That's all it is. Like you just work on your offensive line, because they looking pretty decent on defense. Their defense is not that bad. They look pretty decent on defense, but their offensive line sucks so much that they can't do shit. They need an O line. They need another quarterback.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's not looking good for the Giants.
But yeah, nah, that's a good cue because it's about to hit that time. But gentlemen, yeah, this is a great topic, great debate. Once again, I appreciate you guys coming out. And if you're new to the cast, guys, remember Mondays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays, you can catch us live on YouTube. Once again, I go by the name of Sir Piffery Goodness, TGP4K. Talk to the people.
Yo,
All right,
Smoke Cast, holla at me.
Mac Amazing.
Yo, y'all take it easy.
All right, King Jones.
Yeah, we out of here, man.
All right, we appreciate you guys, and until next time, we out.
Peace.